The U.S. Navy is on the cusp of a new era in naval aviation. The aging F/A-18E/F Super Hornet fleet is nearing the end of its service life. A replacement is needed, a jet that can dominate future skies. Enter the FXX. The FXX program is the Navy's vision for a next-generation fighter jet. Shrouded in secrecy, details are guarded by the Pentagon. The FXX aims to be a generational leap over existing aircraft. It will be a clean-sheet design, not an evolution. The Navy seeks a revolutionary new capability. The FXX will counter sophisticated threats from adversaries. The ability to project power globally hinges on air superiority. The FXX is a statement of American military might. The FXX is the future of the carrier air wing. Stealth is paramount in modern warfare, and the FXX will be no exception. The Navy understands that survivability in future conflicts depends on minimizing an aircraft's radar signature. The FXX will incorporate advanced stealth technologies, likely exceeding the capabilities of even the F-22 and F-35. This means a combination of radar-absorbent materials, carefully sculpted lines, and internal weapons bays. Gone are the days of external hardpoints, which create significant radar reflections. The FXX will carry its entire payload internally, preserving its stealthy profile. This includes a mix of air-to-air missiles for engaging enemy aircraft and precision-guided munitions for striking ground targets. The design itself will prioritize stealth, with every curve and angle meticulously engineered to deflect radar waves. The goal is to make the FXX as invisible as possible to enemy sensors. This will allow it to operate with impunity in heavily defended airspace, penetrating enemy defenses with a lower risk of detection. The exact details of the FXX's stealth features are of course classified. However, it's safe to assume that the Navy is pushing the boundaries of what's technologically possible. They are investing heavily in research and development to ensure the FXX remains a ghost in the machine, a phantom that haunts the nightmares of its adversaries. Developing and fielding a next-generation fighter jet is tremendously expensive. The FXX program is expected to be one of the most costly military procurement programs in history. Estimates suggest each FXX could cost upwards of $200 million. This includes research, development, testing, and maintenance. The Navy faces tough choices balancing a cutting-edge fighter jet with a constrained budget. The service is already grappling with the high operating costs of the F-35C. The FXX's price tag will raise concerns in Congress. Proponents argue the cost is justified by the aircraft's capabilities. They point to the modernizing militaries of China and Russia. The FXX is an investment in the future of American naval dominance, reaching across the ocean's range and global presence. The vastness of the Pacific Ocean presents a unique challenge for the U.S. Navy. Unlike conflicts in more confined geographic areas, operations in the Pacific require aircraft with exceptional range. This is where the FXX's design emphasis on range comes into play. The Navy understands that to counter potential adversaries in the Pacific, the FXX needs to be able to fly long distances without refueling. This means a large internal fuel capacity and potentially even the ability to refuel in mid-air. The FXX's extended range will allow it to operate from aircraft carriers positioned farther away from enemy shores, reducing their vulnerability to attack. It will also enable the Navy to project power across vast distances, responding to crises and contingencies far from American soil. The FXX's range will be a key differentiator between it and other fighter jets, particularly those operated by China and Russia. It will give the U.S. Navy a significant strategic advantage, allowing it to dictate the terms of engagement in the vast expanse of the Pacific. The ability to hold targets at risk from afar without having to rely on vulnerable forward bases will be crucial in future conflicts. Speed and power outmatching the competition. While stealth and range are crucial, they are only part of the equation for a next-generation fighter jet. The FXX will also need to be fast and maneuverable to survive in a dogfight and outmaneuver enemy aircraft. While exact specifications are still classified, it's expected that the FXX will be capable of supersonic speeds, potentially even exceeding Mach 2. This will be achieved through a combination of powerful engines and a carefully designed airframe optimized for high-speed flight. The FXX will likely incorporate thrust vectoring, a technology that allows the pilot to direct the exhaust of the engines, further enhancing maneuverability. The goal is to create an aircraft that can outmaneuver and outrun any potential adversary, giving it the edge in a dogfight. While dogfights might seem like a relic of the past, The Navy understands that the ability to engage in close-range combat is still relevant in the modern battle space. The FXX will be a highly agile and responsive aircraft, capable of holding its own against any enemy fighter. Its speed and maneuverability will be crucial not only for offensive operations, but also for evading enemy missiles and defending itself in a high-threat environment. Electronic warfare prowess dominating the electromagnetic spectrum. Modern warfare is increasingly fought in the electromagnetic spectrum. Radar, communications, and electronic warfare systems play a vital role in shaping the battle space. The FXX will be equipped with advanced electronic warfare capabilities, allowing it to dominate this invisible domain. It will be able to jam enemy radars, disrupt communications, and even launch cyber attacks. This electronic warfare suite will be deeply integrated with the FXX's other systems, providing a comprehensive picture of the electromagnetic environment. The FXX will be able to identify, track, and neutralize enemy electronic threats, giving it a significant advantage in combat. It will act as a force multiplier, not only protecting itself but also enhancing the survivability and effectiveness of other friendly forces operating in the area. The FXX's electronic warfare capabilities will be crucial in countering the growing threat posed by anti-access/area denial environments. These are areas heavily defended by enemy air defenses, radar systems, and electronic warfare assets, designed to deny access to U.S. forces. The FXX's ability to operate effectively in these contested environments will be essential for maintaining American military dominance in the 21st century. The future of air combat, FXX, and the loyal wingman concept. The FXX program isn't just about developing a single advanced fighter jet, it's also about reimagining the future of air combat. One concept that's being explored is the loyal wingman concept, where manned FXXs would operate alongside a swarm of unmanned aircraft. These unmanned aircraft, sometimes referred to as drones, would act as force multipliers, extending the reach and lethality of the manned aircraft. They could be used for a variety of missions, such as intelligence gathering, surveillance, reconnaissance, electronic warfare, and even strike missions. The loyal wingman concept would allow the Navy to project power more effectively, with manned FXXs acting as command and control nodes for a networked swarm of unmanned aircraft. This would increase the flexibility and responsiveness of carrier air wings, allowing them to adapt to a wider range of missions and threats. The development and integration of unmanned systems are a key focus of the FXX program. The Navy recognizes that the future of air combat will likely involve a mix of manned and unmanned platforms working together seamlessly. The loyal wingman concept is just one example of how the FXX could revolutionize naval aviation, ushering in a new era of networked warfare.